BMW 325 IS, Mercedes 560 SL, outstanding. But compare them to Reatta by Buick. Reatta has more standard luxury features than BMW, but thousands less. And Reatta's contemporary styling is less than half Mercedes' price. In fact, Consumer's Digest calls Reatta one of the best buys in domestic cars. Reatta by Buick. The competition pales by comparison.
The great American road belongs to Buick.
Tropicana Pure Premium Orange Juice has only one ingredient. So no other major brand comes closer to this than this. Now, what are you waiting for? Try it. Oh yes, there is one other thing. Pure Premium now comes in a slightly larger package. 96 ounces, to be exact.
After 7 days of treatment, the leading antiseptic liquid couldn't heal this finger. The leading antiseptic spray couldn't heal this finger. Only this finger healed faster, using a first aid product so effective, it's the one most recommended by doctors for more than 25 years, Neosporin. Clinical testing shows that Neosporin with triple antibiotic strength helps wounds heal faster. Neosporin, for faster healing, it's the one.
Having a baby at 40 was a big thrill. Losing the weight, that was tough. That's why I went to Diet Center. They helped me to lose weight by eating real food. It's a diet that fits into my busy lifestyle. And they didn't try to make me buy anything that I didn't want or need. They were just there for me every day, giving me lots of attention. You know, the star treatment. That's how they treat everyone who walks through the door. Call Diet Center. You'll feel the difference.
Guts and Glory, the rise and fall of Oliver North, will return.
A scientific survey indicates that Monday you'll experience 137.3 chortles.
The hair on my arms is standing up.
219.8 guffaws.
Geek bait? What is that?
E-I-E-I-O.
326 chuckles.
You are gonna knock their socks off.
And one really good time.
I knew that.
Join Murphy Brown, those designing women, that crazy Newhart, and Kate and Allie.
There's chemistry between them.
Better laughter through science, Monday.
The best reporter on the beat. That's the signature of a great news organization. You always know when it's CBS News.
This is CBS.
Despite being wonderful companions, my subject group scored low in all coordination skills, showed poor organization, and no decision-making abilities. Unless I can bridge the gap between us, this project will be canceled. Thank you. You're welcome.
We're ready when you are with fresh flowers from Safeway. Many of our stores are open 24 hours a day, so you can buy fresh flowers anytime, day or night. Look at these colorful ideas for your home. Fresh flower bouquets, blooming potted plants, and much more. Show someone you care with fresh flowers from Safeway. And when you come in for flowers, stock up on these beauties in produce. Fresh sun-kissed navel oranges on sale at 3 pounds for just $1. Safeway is picky about produce. Check us out.
Almost anything, Big R's got it. And don't miss May Money Saver sale prices in every department. Lawn and garden, paint, farm and ranch, even spring clothing. At Big R.
House is still the best kind of advertising. Pat Hanratty.
Up to $1,500 cash back or 2.9% financing on a new Oldsmobile is enough to make a grown-up feel like a kid again.
This is not your father's Oldsmobile. This is a new generation
up to $1,500 cash back or 2.9% GMAC financing on a new Olds. See your Oldsmobile dealer now.
What does grapefruit juice have in common with a pelican? Both come from Florida. Of course, grapefruit juice isn't a big beak bird that flies, but it does give you quite a lift. It's cool, crisp, and tangy. Pelicans are neither cool, crisp, nor tangy, but some people think they're more fun than grapefruit juice, which is unfortunate because drinking grapefruit juice is a lot more enjoyable and refreshing than watching pelicans try to land on a dock. Which proves when you go to the store, pass the pelicans and head straight for 100% pure Florida grapefruit juice.
When it comes to lawns, some folks say too much work, too much time, too much money. Now, if that's you, I've got the answer that'll make folks like us look like experts. Stern's Miracle-Glo lawn food and this amazing Miracle-Glo no-clog feeder. So easy, just drop in and spray on. It's so fast, you'll feed your whole lawn in minutes. You'll see healthy green growth in days. Miracle-Glo lawn food and the Miracle-Glo no-clog feeder. Beautiful lawns for folks like us.
Secret operation explodes as Oliver North's covert actions push the law to its limits.
It's arms for hustlers. We can't do that. The ultimate irony. The Ayatollah's money to fuel the Contras.
But the secret of his success could destroy him.
The only guy that can save you or me now is the commander-in-chief.
If this blows, Ollie, somebody's gonna fall real hard.
I've never done anything criminal. Ever. Guts and Glory. The shocking conclusion Tuesday.
This is Kathleen Sullivan.
And I'm Harry Smith. This week we'll be live in Louisville at the Kentucky Derby.
Also, LA Law's Susan Day, Robert Conrad, and John Ritter join us this week on CBS This Morning.
Tune for your local news.
Monday, Danny goes undercover to find out what Lisa's doing after hours.
What I was doing in New York is none of your business. You're following me. Nah.
Live in. Then an airplane falls on a prize sheep.
She was such a good lamb.
Good. She's delicious.
Heartland, right after Live In, Monday on CBS.
This is CBS. Terrace Heights Dental Center thinks word of mouth is still the best kind of advertising. Pat Hanratty. Ole Olson.
I like Terrace Heights Dental Clinic because it treats like a person and not just another.
And Tammy Seibel.
How is the officer right off a studio?
That's telling it like it is. The Terrace Heights Dental Center, modern dentistry with a personal, sensitive touch.
Don't you just love getting pictures back? I got 2 rolls from our vacation. Not bad. Good thing we joined Bi-Mart's Photo Club. It's fast, it's cheap, great quality. I get an extra roll of film every time I take one in. Oh, this is cute. On Wednesdays, you get an extra set of prints free. Mom will love one of these. Doesn't cost anything to join. You just sign up at your photo counter. Mike! I can't believe he took that. That is one that no one will ever see.
Bi-Mart. It's like a sale every day.
Are you ready for MASH?
is the CBS Sunday Night News. Bill Plante reporting. Good evening. The argument among the NATO allies over short-range nuclear missiles in Europe is no closer to settlement tonight after British Prime Minister Thatcher spent 3 hours searching for a compromise with West German Chancellor Kohl. Ron Allen has our report.
After their talks to resolve a deepening NATO crisis, it was clear that Prime Minister Thatcher and Chancellor Kohl remain sharply divided on the question of American short-range nuclear missiles in Europe. Kohl still wants the U.S. to negotiate with the Soviets to eliminate the missiles that have been a key element of the NATO strategy.
I personally think that is unacceptable militarily and to public opinion.
However, Kohl has been listening to German political opinion, which is becoming more anti-nuclear. That position defies U.S. policy, which insists on modernizing the Lance missiles and maintaining them as part of NATO's doctrine of flexible response.
Simply to have a modern nuclear capability on the Europe mainland, and that's the fundamental issue.
But some U.S. analysts believe the missiles should be on the bargaining table if the Soviets are willing to talk about cutting their overwhelming advantage in conventional forces.
Now is the time not to be cautious and careful. Now is the time to be bold.
This week, the diplomatic maneuvering will shift into high gear as NATO tries to pull together a united front for its 40th anniversary summit next month. The Bush administration is deeply concerned that the West German position could drive a wedge in the NATO alliance. Ron Allen, CBS News, Washington.
President Bush, meanwhile, found himself in the middle of a different controversy as he headed for a bicentennial celebration in New York City. White House correspondent Jacqueline Adams reports.
President Bush hoped to spend today celebrating the 200th anniversary of George Washington's inauguration. But instead, reporters pressed him to clarify his administration's position on the dramatic changes going on inside the Soviet Union. Yes, he hopes perestroika will succeed. No, he doesn't share Defense Secretary Dick Cheney's view that Mikhail Gorbachev's reforms will fail.
That is to say that he will not be able to reform the Soviet economy to turn it into an efficient modern society.
The White House Chief of Staff shrugged off as healthy the public airing of the administration's conflicting views. And indeed, many Soviet experts agree with the president. Gorbachev is facing huge internal problems, they say, but his failure is not at all imminent.
The economy is in terrible shape. The society is in terrible shape. That there's no question about. The question is, how do you address it? Maybe it'll bring about his downfall, but maybe it's a little too early to tell.
The Cheney flap aside, Mr. Bush seemed determined to enjoy retracing the first president's Inauguration Day steps. Yet he couldn't escape modern-day politics. This weekend's mixed signals over his administration's view of Gorbachev are just another symptom of the drift and lack of focus the 41st president has been trying hard to erase. Jacqueline Adams, CBS News, the White House.
Today's celebration of the first president's inauguration was in New York City, the first capital of the new United States. This was the last in a series of bicentennial observances which began in 1976. The reenactment began as George Washington's Day had on April 30th, 1789, with a service in St. Paul's Chapel. President Bush took his place in the same pew from which Washington worshipped.
The President-elect of the United States.
With a professional actor playing the part of the first president, the inaugural parade moved through the streets of Lower Manhattan, now canyons, barely cowpaths 200 years ago.
I do solemnly swear that I will execute the office of the President of the United States.
Mr. Bush added his thoughts about the soldier farmer who declined to be a king and who only reluctantly agreed to serve as the first president.
It was Washington's vision, his balance, his integrity that made the presidency possible.
Then, to the sound of fife and drums, the parade moved on. Still ahead on the CBS Sunday Night News, blessing the masses in Madagascar.
If every
Every time you look around, it seems like your rug is dirty. Try Woolite Spot Stain Rug Cleaner. Because it contains the ingredient Fiberpel, it keeps your heavy traffic areas cleaner longer than the other liquid spray. Trust Woolite Spot Stain Rug Cleaner.
On your path to success, reach for America's strongest financial helping hand. Citicorp and Citibank. More American families own their own homes and attend college with our help. And more get what they want with MasterCard and Visa cards from Citibank than from any other company. We also serve millions of customers in every major marketplace worldwide. Citicorp. Because Americans want to succeed, not just survive.
Time to eat. Hey, if you wear dentures, I'll bet you know what it's like getting food stuck between your dentures and gums. Like this darn seed. Ouch! But Super Poli-Grip forms as Seal Soap.